Welcome to Charter Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerantz. I'm glad you're still with us. Our guest is Patricia Lock-Dawson. She was recently elected to the Riverside Unified School District Board. Congratulations.
Thank
what
you.
a great victory for you. How's it been?
Well, it's been pretty good so far. I was sworn in on December 5th, so I've not, I'm sort of the new kid on the block yet. I've not had any, I was told I was going to get sworn in and then sworn at, but the sworn at hasn't happened
Well,
yet.
here's the challenge. There's been a lot of swearing about how much money has been cut from public schools.
Yeah.
And while there may be an initiative on the ballot this fall that would provide more funding for public schools, at this stage, the cuts continue. There were trigger cuts in December. How is Riverside facing it as an example of any school district in our state?
Riverside has been hit particularly hard. I think we're about either the 14th or 15th largest district in the state.
Oh, that's large.
We have 43,000 students, and over the past 3 years, we have actually cut. This is not our budget. This is what we've cut. We've cut $100 million from our budget.
That's remarkable.
It's huge, and yet we've managed to see gains in test scores.
I know, let's talk about that because
gains academically.
2011 California Star test scores, this is for all of Riverside County, not just Riverside Unified, up 2% in English, up 3% in math, scores are up.
Yeah, we have a very, part of what I tell people is when they ask me why I decided to run was because I really wanted to be part of a winning team. And RUSD, I have 3 children that attend in our district.
High school, middle school, elementary school.
Elementary, so I've got 3 fingers on the pulse of what goes on. But we chose public schools for our kids because we knew we had such a great school district here.
You talk about test scores, and we all look at test scores, but I don't know if you read recently that Governor Brown had come out and said that he thought there was too much reliance on test scores. And on the one hand, I see what he's saying, but on the other hand, what's the objective measurement? What do you think?
Well, I know it's sort of reflecting a national trend, which is sort of a backlash against the No Child Left Behind.
Right.
Which, there was a time in our public education where we were doing very little testing and very little information.
Objective measurements.
Right, and so then, of course, the pendulum swings the other way, and there's so much testing, and we're trying to stay ahead of that. So I think now we're seeing, just nationally as well as within our state, coming back to some sort of more golden mean in terms of the testing.
Riverside Unified is unique, although the trend is continuing and increasing, that you're a district of choice.
Yeah.
Explain what that means.
It means if you're a parent and you would like your child to go to any school within the district, you can request that.
Whether you live in the district or not.
That's right.
That's very rare.
That's big.
It may be one thing within the district, you can go to any school within your district, but if they're in Alver or wherever it may be,
they can come, and we do. We've seen that. We've seen an increase of kids coming from outside the district coming in because of the excellence of our programs.
Have you had to go to lotteries, or has it been that you have enough slots that you're not turning people away?
We've been okay so far. Certain programs that we have, we've had to have acceptance by lottery. For example, we have instituted something called the STEM program this past year, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics.
Central Middle?
At Central Middle School. It's a wonderful program. We sort of thought we'd roll it out kind of slowly.
No such luck.
But very popular.
Right.
We had people, SRO, trying to get in there, so yeah.
You know what I really enjoy seeing throughout the region is dual immersion programs.
Oh, yeah.
Often in Spanish and English, but Mandarin as well.
Yeah.
Tell me about the dual immersion programs. Is it 2 schools in
We
this
have them
community?
at 2 right now, Washington Elementary and Castleview. And you have to enter in kindergarten, and a certain percentage of the coursework is taught in that alternate language in kindergarten, and then it increases until by 6th grade you're having it all taught in that language.
So is it for English speakers or Spanish speakers, or do you try to pull from both?
I think the majority of the kids that are going in there right now are English speakers.
I understand. Okay.
So because it has them get a grasp.
And how do we
it.
apply to these programs? RUSD.org?
RUSDlink.org.
There you have it. Okay, she's Patricia Lock-Dawson. She's a member of the school board at Riverside Unified. My name is Brad Pomerantz. Thank you for joining us on Charter Local Edition. We're going to send you back to HLN.
I'm Val Zavala, anchor of KCT's SoCal Connected. Take a look at what we've got for you.
How many of you, at some point, were hooked on prescription drugs?
To vaccinate or not to vaccinate?
It just baffles me that you could leave your child exposed.
Jazz to me is the spirit of freedom.
For more original episodes of KCT's SoCal Connected, go to Channel 309 Friday nights at 8:30.